Grand Rising, everyone, and welcome back. It's Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. Now I've been sitting here just doing a little bit of reading in the sealed portion, all right? I don't know, it just had me thinking. I've been conflicted all rising. And yeah, I don't know. It just feels like there's just something that feels kind of shifty here, kind of wavy, okay, on the plane. So I had to pull a couple of cards out of this Aboriginal deck, and we have Mother Nature's balance here. We have preparation. And I'm seeing how like these little swirly things on here start off in this atom looking thing or this cell looking thing. And it's going into the hearts of this person here. And then it goes through the body of the earth. Ooh, I see light and dark. We have inner quiet. So these are the days of the latter day energy here in this book. But I was just thinking to myself about something just simple as the bare minimum, like getting down to the root of something. And it just made me think about these abortion laws, like how much time we're on earth. Because this was talking about division, you know, Satan's plan to glorify certain things and cause division amongst the people, have someone listen to certain people and not other people. I don't know, it just makes me think about, like I said, with these gun laws and these laws in general, and this Roe versus Wade, it made me think, who is Roe and Wade? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're talking about abortion in the sense, we won't even talk about, because again, I don't know, from the way that I look at it, the abortion has to do with somebody, you know, ending a life of a baby in the womb, okay? This could be also, this is representing something to do with the womb here, all right? And because of whatever reasons, we can put a list of 10 reasons, but there could be 100 reasons, right? There'd be different groups that fight about this or have their opinions and things like this. But at the end of the day, if we're talking about abortion as far as someone raising a child or coming in amongst a certain children, if we're talking about heavenly bodies or creatures coming amongst the children of God, all right, learning the ways and then building a tower of Babel or Babel up to God. This could also be Kundalini energy. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Because I'm trying to think about the more organic approach. Because even this looks like this came out of, this molecules or whatever came out of something here, out of thin air. But then somebody might say, you know, I'm sensing a little bit of temperance here too, okay? Where somebody could be doing something in the lab or something with these cells or whatever and putting it inside of a small child or the babies, and then it kind of rubs off on the older or the elders. But again, I'm seeing that it's time for, I was listening to Wake Up Everybody, and it was like, you know, something about the elders, like letting them be at peace, you know, because they don't have that much time or they don't have long. So again, I feel like there's somebody here that still thinks that labor, toil and labor is something that should be bestowed upon, but it's almost seemed like it's off balance, like it's payback, or it's to hold someone down or hold them back from inner quiet. You see, because I feel like whatever this healing is, it's a more of a sensual healing or something like this, or maybe some kind of, you know, some kind of balance being restored, okay? Where people should be able to live out the rest of, and then I feel like in tune that helps the youth come up some kind of way, because the elders can be still and, you know, focus on balancing themselves so that they can teach the children. So it's kind of something like that. But if we're talking about abortion laws as far as cutting people off, okay, like aborting, so then that would mean that once these people get what they need, they would abort the situation, kind of like the 𝐵 Airport or whatever, energy, and leave them there with no sense of direction or something like this. It's almost like people, I guess, today, even some, I can be guilty of, you know, when elders get a certain way, but it's not just because they're elders, it's because of all the other things that are going on, right? Sometimes. But again, almost like just dropping somebody off and leaving them abandoned or something like this. Orphanum energy, or even placing someone somewhere, or a boarding school, an elder home or something like this. But I feel like, again, we're talking about these abortion laws, and it makes me think, whatever creed, whatever belief, religious beliefs or whatever, it makes me think, why does it matter? Why can't everybody just, because if this is one group of people being able to cut off another group of people that clearly are adults, that should have to be able to choose whatever they want for their particular body. But if we're talking about yourself, like your soul being, okay. But if we're talking about a certain group of people choosing for another group of people, that doesn't make sense to me. I believe some of these lineages were placed up some kind of way because they were about balance, they knew certain things that, you know, you wouldn't maybe be able to find in these books. But it's like everybody would save a lot of trouble. It just seemed like, to me, I don't know. You know, it's almost like also like exalting certain types of people instead of having a variety of people. With all these, like I said, teleprompters and scripts, it's almost like, I don't know, it was saying that the Father and I created something here. I don't know why I was thinking this might even be talking about who we have. I don't know, possibly this AI energy, possibly, that might be running the world right now. And the reason why it's doing that, because there's no, the mother nature, the mothering aspect is dead. I guess it's about the way people think. Or it's also being talking about how Satan led all these people to see something some certain way here, to fool everybody. And we have woe unto you that shall say the things and shall lead others to believe in your word. For you do not also have the, it says, for do ye not also have the Bible? You know, this is like making me think about somebody calling out certain people that keep saying what God said, but they don't, you never see them pick up a Bible. They're really backed by the laws of men. It's the laws or lies of men to cause more destruction, devastation, division, delay. It's like, what's the use? Why are we, for months we've been talking about this? Why is it, they know exactly what they're trying to plan or put off, so why are we still talking about it? Why don't we just accept the fact that supposedly if they say God gave free will or people have free will, why is one group of people choosing what should happen with another person? We know that this must be, like I said, the laws or lies that these certain groups came up with in order to pin others down with these thoughts that they have to abide by these particular laws that harm themselves or themselves. Knowingly. How can you even be a full individual? You, like, I just it's like, just because of what? just seems like somebody's trying to get away with lying. So it was talking about politicians, you know, stop lying, you know, drug dealers, stop pushing it. You know, it's just like these common sense, you know what I'm saying? It's common sense things. So why are we even talking about things that have to do with laws that are allowing people to do certain things and get away? Like, it's this lawlessness energy here. But again, I feel like it's sort of, like I said, it's saying it here, it was for another, you know, group of people to be fruitful and multiply. And then cut off the ones that they have been, it's like the ones that put in the work is like walking on the backs of those, you know, and reaching up and putting your whatever on the tree, your star on the tree, or your something, or hanging your something yourself. And again, you know, it's these things here, all right? When it's considering these materialistic things and things of that nature that people are seeking, that again, in times, I guess these other children are going to be jealous of the things that they see these other people gaining. But again, I just feel like it's not because somebody is going to say, turn all those stones. It's just what they're doing is not going to lead to anything but more devastation and more disaster. It's naturally just going to do it itself, like a domino effect, because it's a stiff neck or hard-headed people, or not a people, or children, okay, that are rebelling against what is natural. I don't know why that's doing that. I don't know when it stopped, but it's rebelling against that which is, I guess, natural. I don't know. It just seems like with all this knowledge or common sense or all this inner knowing, like how are we still getting it wrong? And just because somebody thought to put Roe versus Wade together in whatever year they did, however 100 years or whatever ago they did it, it's just like, does it matter now? Like, now's the time to like make a change. Like, we've been promised so many times before by these people that they put in front of you, and it never comes. And it's as simple as, we don't need it. There should not be any caste or class, like people should be equal. Don't say they're equal and they're not. Don't say one day you can be president and you can't, because people are choosing. They're being selected instead of elected. And it's not even the right ones, right? Okay, so it's like who these people choose, okay? There is really not even listening to the people. These people are supposed to work for the people. But again, nobody wants to restore order. That's what the problem is. Because anybody can see, anybody in their right mind can see that if we're talking about what I think we're talking about, okay? Even if we're not, each person has the right to choose. If they're going to have to answer to a higher power one day, let them do that. What's going on is really this right to choose is, or not, is to have a certain class of people listed as animals or something of this nature, where other people can, I guess, rule over them in a sense. Now, should there be order? Okay, right? That's why I feel like this time something was done to bring balance, where those people that were going to be coming into those positions would naturally be evened out. They would have some type of natural balance here, all right? But again, I feel like men are very afraid because of their laws or their lies have been able to control the narrative for so long. They're afraid of that balance. And this is why, you know, over time they have, you know, discounted the feminine aspect or the womb, even giving you the appearance that there is womb work being done. I shouldn't say that because that's something negative, but you know, there will be wombs in places of power, okay? And I guess the first place of power is the home. You see what I'm saying? So again, this would also make women, like I said, that stay home look like they're not good enough or they haven't done enough or something. When more than likely that those are the women that are doing the most. So again, it comes with wisdom or, you know, doing something over time in a connection to God or that would be in, however you contact or you communicate. I feel like it's this inner peace that connects everybody on some type of level. But yeah, I just don't know why it even, excuse me, still exists. And then why we're even arguing about it or still talking about it, excuse me, in 2022. Because we know good and well what we're talking about here. And this is giving people an upper hand or authority over other people's lives, their destiny, and so on. And they ensure that, like I said, through indoctrination stations like the school and the church. I mean, it just has to be, that's the core. And I guess it really starts at home too, right? I feel like sometimes some mothers, they'll put people before, might put their duties or their obligations to God or what they're being called to do before their children. But I feel like it's a difference between putting like hustle mode over the children for money or financial or material gain. But I guess it depends on what you're doing with it, I guess. But that's your business, you know. So I wasn't gonna stay long. I just wanted to talk about that. I don't understand. Like, to me, it just would just be like, whoa, you know, we've been caught. You know what I'm saying? Let's just ditch it, you know, and just give each individual, because it's going from with Roe versus Wade to the state to, well, what about, like, again, unless the state or the us state is talking about each individual. Because that gives opportunity for a certain group of people to then project or cast something down on another group, okay? With that same sex energy, okay? And it's supposed to benefit the group that they're supposedly helping, but usually it doesn't benefit the group. It benefits those people. So, you know, to each his own. Bye.